Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Sharwin and I make cooking videos and K-drama review videos. And today I'm diving back into the world of K-dramas. I've got my hat on just like our main character in the K Drama D.P. I've got my notes here. Let's get started. Number 1, the plot. So, a young private is asked to serve as a member of the DP. So, if I'm not mistaken, that's called deserter pursuit. So, this group of soldiers are tasked to track down any of the soldiers that went AWOL, absent without leave, right? So, if you leave the army without permission, then the DP will go track you down. And every episode is about one deserter, and they're oftentimes very heartbreaking stories and about why they had to desert the army. Number 2, what I love about this show. Well, on the surface, the show already does a really great job of showing you that toxic masculinity and toxic relationships between elders, between family, between seniors, Sunbei, these result in even more toxic behavior, right? It causes toxic behavior. But if you go a little bit deeper, I love that the show tackles how stupid it is of a reason to say, well, it's always been done that way, so why should we change? Or it's always been done that way, so it's never going to change. Just because it was done to you, it doesn't mean that you should do it onto others too, right? If you already know that this way, if you experience this bad behavior, this toxic behavior, then why would you want to do it on somebody else, right? You already know how toxic it is. And if you let it happen to another person, then the cycle just keeps continuing, right? And more toxic behavior is being developed. And that's what happens when good people just stand by and let it happen. And I love that they talk about that. Number 3, let's talk about the two main characters. Chung Hae-in plays An Jun-ho and Koo Kyo-hwan plays Corporal Han Ho-yul. So they were obviously going for that buddy cop comedy vibe, and it really works, because Chung Hae-in plays, the classic K-drama hero, the strong, silent, tortured soul, with a estranged relationship with the family, but at the same time he has high morals, wants to do the right thing. And then Koo Kyo-won plays this funny street smart guy who doesn't want to get too involved, right? Like, he knows how things work, but he just doesn't want to get too involved. And it's a real joy to see these two guys play their roles to perfection. And I love that this show, as you watch the episodes of the show, you're gonna see, they start off on two opposite sides, right? One is super silent, always wants to do the right thing, and this one is funny, noisy, but at the same time doesn't want to get involved. And over the course of the show, you're gonna see that they sort of gravitate towards each other, and then they get the best qualities of each other, and they start to become closer together. I love that. Number 4, I want to talk about Won Ji-an, who plays Ok Moon-young. And although she's only in one episode, I thought she really brought a strong presence in her guest role. I love the fact that throughout the episode, you're not sure if she's the victim or she's the victimizer. And you'll just have to watch the show to find out. Number 5, food. So instant ramen has always been featured in K-drama, so there's nothing new to that. What I just find fascinating is that on this show, they use the actual wrapper of the instant noodles. And I'm not talking about the plastic cup. I'm talking about the foil pack. And they use that as the container. So it has the soup and the noodles and everything. And it's in the foil pack. And I don't know how they do that, but it's fascinating. And I think it's really funny too, because they talk about how it tastes different when you eat it in the foil as opposed to when you eat it in a bowl, because there's less toxins in it. So I thought that was really funny. Number 6, fun. So if you're a fan of Reply 1988, I think you'll find this really fun. There's a sort of a small reunion on the first episode of the show. So Kim Sung-kyun is part of the regular cast. He plays the sergeant, the head of the DP unit. And he's joined on a one-episode stint by another Reply 1988 cast member. So if you're a fan of that K-drama, you gotta watch this show because you're gonna find out that it's really fun to have that mini reunion in the first episode. Number 7, Verdict. It's definitely worth a watch. The stories featured on this show are timely, powerful, very, very relevant. So even though this is a story about mandatory military service in Korea, I think that all of the themes about toxic behavior, family relationships, they're very relatable even if you're not from Korea. Number 8, rating. So I'm giving this a novice rating. It's just 6 episodes, so that alone makes this an easy watch. Plus, it has a lot of action, it has a lot of comedy, it has none of the classic K-drama slow-mo love story shots. And so this makes this a very easy watch for beginners and especially for straight guys who are beginners to K-drama. In fact, this could be a good first or second K-drama to watch. Alright, that's it. That's my review of the K Drama D.P. So before I go, I just want to remind you guys that my book, The Gospel of Food, and my book, So You Want to Be a Chef, they're both available on Shopee, Lazada, and anvilpublishing.com. So I'm going to post all of the links in the description down below. And if you're not in the Philippines, you can order The Gospel of Food on any of your ebook platforms. In the meantime, let me know, guys, which K-drama do you want me to review next? I'm in the middle of watching Hospital Playlist Season 2, so watch out for that review. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. You know, I'm so happy I reached 1,000 subscribers. Now I'm gonna go after 2,000 because why not? In the meantime, you can watch my other videos right now.